Hi, this is Professor Arif Khan in association with Sinal's classes. We'll be doing revision sums from 10th ICSE Mathematics. These sums will be helpful for you during your board examinations. The purpose why we are giving you these sums is you should score full marks, and the motive behind this is learn with a smile. So let's begin the first chapter. बच्चों, इस चैप्टर बैंकिंग के अंदर दिस इज अ वेरी सिंपल चैप्टर एंड most of you are aware of this, about this chapter. We will be doing certain selected sums just for a review of what you have done throughout the year. To begin with, in this chapter there are 4 terms associated: principal, which is the amount deposited every month, and the time or the period R, rate of interest, MV, the maturity value, amount we get back after the end of the tenure. And obviously I, which is the interest. So P stands for the principal that you deposit every month, N stands for the time or the period, R stands for the rate of interest, MV is the maturity value. This is the amount that we get back after the end of the tenure, and I is the interest. Along with these terms, there are basically 2 formulas involved in this chapter. To know this entire chapter, you need to know these 5 terms and 2 formulas, and rest, everything else is simple calculation. The first formula is for interest. I is equal to P into N plus 1 R upon 100 into 12 into 2. This is formula number 1. And the next formula is for maturity value, and the formula goes like this: maturity value is principal into number of months plus interest. So guys, these are the 2 formulas which are involved in this chapter. Learn the terms, know the terms, learn the formulas. You know this much, your chapter is done, because rest, everything else is simple calculation. Alright, okay bacho, let us start with the first sum. It is given that if the monthly installment for a recurring deposit is rupees 1500 for a period of 3 years, then find the maturity amount if the rate of interest is 8%. Now monthly installment for a recurring deposit is rupees 1500. Now this 1500 is the monthly installment. Now as we have discussed, monthly installment is given as P for a period of 3 years. Now 3 years is N guys. This tenure, the time, though it may be given to you in years, you have to convert this into months. So 3 years is equivalent to 36 months. Then find the maturity amount if the rate of interest is 8. So rate of interest is 8 and we have to find out MV. So this is where our question stands. We know P, we know N in terms of months, we know R, and we want to find out MV. Now, since we want to find out MV, let us straight away use the formula for MV. Now the formula for MV is Pn plus I. MV is equal to Pn plus I. MV is what you want to find out. P, you know the value of it. N, you know the value of it. As far as I is concerned, we don't know the value of I. Now there is another formula. That gives us I. So what we will do is, we will continue with this formula. MV is equal to Pn plus, now in place of this I, we will write another formula which is for I. Pn n plus 1 R upon 100 into 2 into 12. So I is replaced by another formula. Now start substituting the values and you will get the answer straight away. MV, the maturity value, is equal to P, which is 1500, N, which is 36, plus P, which is 1500, N, which is 36, into bracket N plus 1. N is already 36. So 36 plus 1, which is 37, R, which is 8, upon 100 into 2 into 12. This is the calculation that you will do to get the final result. So maturity value is equal to, you can start cancellations, 54,000 plus this 2 zeros gets cancelled, 12 ones are, 12 threes are, 2 ones are, 2 fours are, so you are left with 15, 3 fours are 12 into 37, so the maturity value is 660, and the final answer is 60,660. बच्चों, यह है आपके बैंकिंग का पहला सम, जो आपने देख लिया कि सिर्फ आपको टर्म्स की वैल्यूज दी जाती है सम में. यू सिंपली हैव टू यूज द फॉर्मूला, पुट द वैल्यूज एंड गेट द आंसर. फर्स्ट सम. वेल गाइज, now let's get back to the second sum. Avengers has a recurring deposit account in a bank for 5 years. For 5 years at 12% per annum. Now this 5 years, as you can see, is N. This is to be converted into months. At 12% per annum, rate of interest is 12. At the time of maturity, it amounts to 8235 as interest. Now see, this is a very important term. 8235 as interest. So this is the interest. When you're reading the question, you have to be very calm. You need to understand the question clearly. You need to understand the question absolutely clearly. Why? Because at times we observe that the students, they make a mistake. What they do is they consider this to be the maturity value. Since this word maturity is written here, this is not the maturity value. This is 8235 is the interest. This is only the interest. So what you'll do is, now you have N, you have R, you have I, and you have to find out P. So now when you want to find out P, what you'll do is, you will write the formula for interest, which is this: P n plus 1 r upon 100 into 2 into 12. So that would be 8235 is equal to P. We don't know P. N 60. N plus 1 61 R, which is 12, 100 into 2 into 12. So 8235 is equal to, let us start our cancellation. 12s are so you get 61 3s are, which is 183p divide by 10. Guys, cross multiply this. I mean, bring this 183 upon 10 on the other side. So what you get is 8235 into 10 upon 183 is equal to P. So P is equal to, get it as 45, and if this is 45, the principal is 450. Guys, this is your answer. Now in this whole sum, the only catch was, when you are reading the question, be very clear that this is given as interest. So need to read the question very, very clearly. I repeat it again, because since this word maturity is mentioned here, you may feel, or students may feel, that this is the maturity value, which is not. It is the interest. All right. Now, next question is, bacho, Sushant opened a recurring deposit in a bank and deposited rupees 300 per month for 2 years. Now, when we read the question, a recurring deposit is initiated in a bank, 300 is deposited per month. So this 300 is our principal for 2 years. N is equal to 2 years, which is 24 months. If he receives 7725 at the time of maturity. Now here in this question, it is specifically mentioned 7725 at the time of maturity. So this is your maturity value. We are asked to find out the rate of interest. So guys, in this question, the first thing that is given to us is solution. Principal is 300 for 2 years. N is equal to 2 years, which is 24 months. And then he receives rupees 7725 at the time of maturity. So MV is known to us. And we want to find out the rate of interest. So guys, here we are asked to find out the rate of interest. What we'll do is, let us try to find out MV. Formula for MV is what? Pn plus I. In the given question, we don't have the value for I. So what we'll do is, first we'll try to find out the value of I. I is equal to Pn n plus 1 into R upon 100 into 2 into 12. I is equal to 300 n, which is 24, n plus 1, which is again 24 plus 1, 25, R, which is not known, 100. So I is equal to 2 12s are 24. This goes off with 24. 100 goes off with this double zeros. So I is equal to 75 R. This is your interest in terms of R. We will put in the same value here in place of MV. What we'll do is MV, in this formula for MV, we put in the same value. Formula for MV is Pn plus I. Now P is how much? 300. N, which is 24. R, which is not known to us. Sorry. Pn plus I is 75 R. Pni. Now this value for MV is already given to us. It is given to us as 7725. So in place of this, we will put the value of MV, which is 7725, 7200 plus 75 R. So what do you get here? 7725 minus 7200 equals to 75 R. 525 is equal to 75 R. Guys, divide this 525 by 75 and see what you get. 525 divided by 75 is equal to R. So on division, you will get the value of R as 7%. This is your sum to find out the rate of interest. Alright. For one more sum from this chapter, banking. Now this is that kind of a sum which we've normally seen that the students, they find it difficult. What happens is, in this sum, you got to use the method of splitting the middle term from quadratic equation. This is the only sum where the students, they find it a little difficult basically. Let us get started with this sum and let's see how the calculations can be done, how can the calculations be made easy and it can be simplified. Here we are given that Ankita has a recurring deposit account of rupees 1000 per month. 1000 per month. So this principal is rupees 1000 at 10% per annum. So rate of interest is 10%. If she gets rupees 5550 as interest, so interest is 5550. Find the time for which the account was held. We have to find out N. Now when in any question, if you're trying to find out MV, if you're trying to find out P, if you're trying to find out I, if you're trying to find out R, such problems are comparatively easier because the calculation there is not very complicated. Here the complication is basically with the calculation part. What we do is, we write the formula for I. I is equal to P n plus 1 R upon 100 into 2 into 12. So I is 5550, P is 1000, N we don't know, again N we don't know, R which is 10% upon 100 into 2 into 12. Now let us start with this calculation part. 5550 is equal to 100 n plus 1 upon 2 into 12. 2 ones are 2 50s are 2 6s are and 2 25s are. So we get 5550 is equal to 25 n plus 1. Guys, remember this again. यहाँ पे when you are actually multiplying this and solving this, what happens is you forget to write this n, you forget to consider this n. Don't do that. 25 multiply by n plus 1. So this is 25 n plus 1 upon 6. Let us cross multiply this. 5550 into 6 is equal to 25 n plus 1. Now 25 n plus 1, what we get here is, which is equal to 25 n square plus 25 n. Bring this term on the right hand side. 25 n square plus 25 n minus 33300 equals to 0. On doing so, you have got a quadratic equation here. Now this quadratic equation is to be solved by splitting the middle term. Now the first thing that we will do is, when you look at this quadratic equation, what you realize is there is this number 25 which is common to all. 25 n into n square, 25 into n, and this is also a multiple of 25. So what we do is we'll divide this entire equation by 25 and see what we get. When we divide this entire equation by 25, we get n square plus n, divide this by 25 and you will get 1332 equals to 0. So what you've done here is divide this entire equation by 25. Alright, now we will start with our calculation for this quadratic equation. N square plus n minus 1332 equals to 0. Now, according to this quadratic equation, you have to find a factor of 1332 which on subtraction should give you 1n. So we will start the method of factorization. 1332. This is what you will have to do. 1332. Start dividing it by the smallest possible factor. 2. 6 1, 6 1, 6 2, 3 3 3. Now this cannot be divided by 2, divide by 3. 3 1 1 1. Now 1 1 1, it's again a factor of 3, divide by 3. 3 3s are 9. We are left with 2, 21, which is 37. 37 is a prime number. It cannot be further factorized. So you leave this factorization process here at this number 37 and you will see, now you want n. You want n, that is 1n. To get this 1n, what we do is, one number that is required by us is 37 and the other number would be this 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36. So the next number is 36. Now it is 37 into 36 that gives you 1332, and 37 minus 36 that gives you 1. So this number is to be split up into 37n minus 36n. So the splitting is done. Now just take common and solve. N plus 37 common. Now what is common between the two? 36 and minus. When you are taking common and the first term is a negative number, you always have to take out minus as common. 36, and you are left with n plus 37. There is another easier method of doing this. What you can do is, once you have got the first bracket, once you have actually established the first bracket in case of quadratic equation, what you can do next is, don't think much about taking a common for the second bracket. What you can straight away do is just repeat this bracket here. Repeat this bracket, because come what may, both the brackets will be same. Repeat the same bracket here and then go in the reverse way. You have repeated the bracket. Now think, you want minus 36n, out of which n is already inside. You want minus 36n, out of which n is already inside. So put minus 36 outside the bracket. So this is another and easier way of taking common. So you will get n plus 37, n minus 36 is equal to 0. Guys, now this multiplied by this is 0. So it indicates that either this is 0 or this is 0. So you'll write n plus 37 is 0 or n minus 36 is 0. So you will get n is equal to minus 37 or n is equal to 36. Number of months cannot be negative. So we discard this and we write discarding n is equal to minus 37. We get n is equal to 36. That is 36 months, which is 3 years. So guys, Ankita held his money in the account for 3 years. So that's all for banking as of now. These are some of the questions which you need to practice before you appear for your papers. These are the simple kind of questions, but they are very important. So guys, just remember, I'm signing off for now from this chapter, and always remember, when I am here, you don't fear. God bless you.